Co-teaching is about collaboration. Two teachers, a general educator and a special educator, come together to teach an inclusive class of diverse students. There are many benefits of co-teaching, including increased instructional options and grouping flexibility, decreased stigma, lower student-to-teacher ratios, and promoting differentiated instruction. In this two-part podcast, we'll give you a brief overview of some of the key elements of truly collaborative co-teaching. At the core of co-teaching is the partnership between the two co-teachers. When general educator Susan and special educator Chris were first paired together, neither of them had ever co-taught, and they both had lots of questions about the process. Who plans the lessons? Whose teaching strategies do we use? How do we determine students' grades? Where do we put our stuff? After some professional development, and with the benefit of resources like the Maryland Co-Teaching Framework and the Co-Teaching Reflection Tool, Susan and Chris came to understand that as co-teachers, they were meant to share everything: planning, instruction, and assessment. How did they develop their partnership so they could share everything? For one thing, they got to know each other better. Susan and Chris understood that they didn't have to be best friends to be effective co-teachers, but sharing some interests and life experiences helped them to build the mutual trust and respect they knew they'd need in the classroom. They purposefully worked hard at keeping their lines of communication open. Each teacher needed to be able to talk about their strengths and weaknesses as teachers, their teaching styles, philosophies, and teaching values, if they were going to work well as a team. Good communication helped them set clear expectations for themselves and establish the roles and responsibilities they would take on at any given point. They also worked together to set up a schedule of meetings and check-ins that would be manageable for both of them. Creating this schedule, and then sticking to it, was a way for the teachers to show their commitment to the process, and to ensure that they would have time set aside in their busy days to meet regularly. Check out the second part of this podcast to learn more about how co-teachers Susan and Chris collaborate in the classroom